Hey guys, book club week 1. Here we go.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Crusaders of the Lost Adults weekly live stream, brought to you from the Codename Entertainment streaming closet here in beautiful, cold Victoria, British Columbia. I am Erika, the live services manager for Crusaders and the community manager for Codename Entertainment, and I'm joined by the lead artist on Crusaders, Kat.
Hello.
We'll be going over the coloring sheets. Keep an eye on the chat because our lovely mod Jay on the CNE Games account will be doing a raffle at 10:05 for a chance to win some runic chests. As well, the chest code this week also gives out one runic chest. So, bring on the catch-up coloring sheets.
Yeah, this was the off week where we didn't have a new one, so it's just sort of a handful of random ones. Starting with a AI colored Adina, with a nice subdued palette. And I've been looking at this for a little while now, but it was very weird at first, being like, "Oh man, how long ago did I draw that?"
Yeah.
And here's a nice timely fall Koivu.
Mm-hmm.
Makes a necklace stand out really well. And Hilder, it's right there. I should just use my eyeballs to read instead of trying to remember.
Well, not every coloring sheet's labeled with the names, right?
It's true. Yeah, just a little late because it was like 2 weeks before this that her official sheet went out. But late is not bad either.
Yeah.
Another Koivu. The blue and the purple really catch the eye at like different ends of the character, which is interesting. I think this is the one that, somebody just kind of made a bunch of different versions fairly quickly. So I'll just go through them fairly quickly. It's an interesting effect, though, especially with this blue and the lighter blue.
Yeah, no, the way it's not all paint bucket. It has to be extra stuff, right? Redrawing the lines.
Well, it could be all paint bucket, and they just saved it as a JPEG over and over again, and the compression got worse and worse. Because that can happen. And here was a slightly late Brudening in pencil crayon. Yeah, it's real nice. There's a little bit of shading here and there. Yeah. Nice. Oh, another much older one.
The first one.
the very first one, yeah. I like these colors for Xiaolong. They're nice. Golden red go well together. Yeah, very nice. Oh, and a Flora Daycare. Very bright blue. And otherwise all the colors sort of, natural, so to speak. Looks nice though. And they did I do those clouds? Did they do those clouds?
I think there was trees in the background.
Right.
Little easy coloring book trees.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting as clouds. Just makes them look, really high up.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a nice AI colored Tiernan.
Yeah, that did really well on the coloring.
Yeah, these butterflies in particular look really nice. And there's even like sort of shading on the apples.
Yeah.
Very cool. And you can see the references in the corner. Oh, and then excuse me, sorry. I think this was the metallic watercolors that somebody has for Tiernan. And this big butterfly, I'm a big fan of. Lots of colors, but it all like harmonizes pretty well. Looks really good.
Nice.
You can see some of the shine mostly in his hair. This is the kind of thing that I would love to see in person because it probably looks pretty cool. And another Dragon Hugs, another AI coloring. Lots of beige.
Yeah.
Which is a little surprising for dragons. Usually they're more outlandish colors.
Maybe they're ghost dragons.
Yeah. I like the way that the AI coloring did his belly here. Sort of multiple shades. Looking good. Oh no. Her eyes.
Oh yeah, wow.
And the Technicolor skin and tattoos. It's pretty interesting looking. Yeah. So I think somebody had fun. I think that's good.
Yeah.
Fucking important. And back to the beginning. So as always, thanks everybody for participating and all that stuff that I say every time.
For sharing your work and putting up
Yeah.
with the coloring sheets. Yay.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And I know some people do genuinely enjoy them, which I think is great. And some people just want the codes, which is also fine.
That's
It's
why I
all
bribe
good.
them.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm gonna tease the Halloween Crusader.
Yeah, so we got some regulars in chat. We've got Green Samurai 23, Kedgear, Slab McLartude, JS Random Numbers, Sirali, Leftimus, Billicac 210, Stormcrow 69, Gragachim, So we'll get started on the question. Oh no, I guess speaking of coloring sheets, you guys did get the bonus for the gold. So that code, if you haven't redeemed it yet, is live until next Friday for you to redeem. And we still are collecting the Taskmaster's coloring sheets, or old coloring sheets, for a potential idol buff, which is open until Monday afternoon. So yeah, questions. BillCac210, hey guys, how you doing? Hi to Kevin as well.
Hello. Doing pretty good, but it is very cold today, so I have my nice fuzzy blanket.
Yeah, no, doing well. Hope you're doing well as well, and we'll pass on the good wishes to Kevin. Gregatrim says, just want to start off by saying how awesome the rune system is. Oh, glad you guys are enjoying it. Baby Illyg says, hi Kat and Erika, you draw great, Kat, cheers.
Thanks.
BillCac210, the new system is super cool, really excited and not disappointed. Any timetable for the challenge dungeon ruby rune chests? Yeah, we're like, we could delay seasons until we got the tech out, or we can put it out with at least the missions for runic chests, and then get on that limited purchase tech. And so that's what we went with in the end. So it's the priority for Kevin this morning, and hopefully it'll be out later this afternoon, if not tomorrow, for buying the chests from the 3 stores for in-game currency. Cassius, ooh, the goodly ghost looks nice. Going to need an alive skin for Easter, methinks. But Gloria's already alive.
Yeah. That's not the new Crusader. That's a skin for Gloria, the Good Witch, who was one of the 11th Objective Crusaders.
Yeah. And now chat's blown up with the raffle spam. But it's pretty cool that we can do raffles. BellCac210, also the Clock Tower dungeon buff is a really cool idea. Yeah, we thought the season-long buffs would be pretty cool. Those automatically claim when you reach those levels because it's a season-long buff, and we figured you'd probably want it. All the other rewards shouldn't be auto-claiming, so if they are, let us know. But yeah, if you've reached the buff milestone, the buff should turn on for the dungeons. Huff Diddy, how about a stat to show how many stacks Bruno currently has? Maybe a 0 out of blah counter. Yeah, that has been a request. It's on the back burner, obviously, but we can look at it now that we've got the majority out. Gragatrim, the new skins look awesome.
I can't say thanks this time because the new skins actually this time were by somebody else coming to help me get art done.
Yeah.
But it is most important that everybody likes them, so I'm glad.
Well, Alexis did good of matching your current aesthetic, at least.
Oh yeah, I mean Alexis is great. I have no complaints whatsoever. It just would feel weird to say thank you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Tin Dragon, enjoying the rune system so far. Do we know when we're looking at for the Ruby Challenge Dungeon Queen chest? As I mentioned earlier, it's the goal for this afternoon or tomorrow morning. Tin Dragon, also when will the first batch for the 5th rune slot come, as well as how large will that group be? As many as we can get, as soon as we can get, I guess. Because it's all specific to the Crusader. As cool as it would have been to launch with it, we do need to test individually once we choose what we're buffing per Crusader. So that will take a little bit of time, but hopefully we'll start doing that quicker than other things. Gregatrim, I put in a ticket but figured I'd mention it here. It seems like the effect of the rune stops working when you reset the client. Huh. So that means reloading the game, right? Green Samurai 23 got a level 3 fire rune from the chest code, and he assigned it to Zhao for a level cap increase. Nice.
Nice.
Twitch Pal Player says, morning, y'all. Thanks for the chest. Gragatrim says, yes, when you reload the game. So we'll take a look at that before we do the afternoon push for stuff and fixes. Mr. Arachronos, what kind of benefits will the new Crusader bring? Hello to you both and happy Halloween soon. Right. No, I did spec the new Crusader, but I need Kevin to tell me yay or nay on the tech for hitting the launch date next week, so I can't tease anything for the new Crusader yet. But they will be a support. that I know, because Thanksgiving is the DPS Crusader. Slab McLaritude, yay for Season 2. Extending the dungeon rewards cap to level 14,000 is great, and runes give us a chance to get there with more power. Only concern is the sleep schedule. These longer runs kind of encourage if you want to complete the season points, not looking healthy. Any chance the dungeon sprint is coming soon to bring the runs into a more manageable 6 to 7 hours instead of 10 to 11 hours. Thank you. Well, now that the runes and dungeons are out, aside from the events, the next thing on my plate is talents, so hopefully soon. Zerbrew, Gloria getting a new outfit, very cool. It's a bit like a fall autumn spirit, can't wait for her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that was pretty cool of Alexis to tie it into Halloween and autumnish and...
Yeah,
well, I guess...
it's also because Gloria, has always had that flower hat, so she's always been pretty nature-themed.
Yeah. Well, and fall leaves are kind of dead leaves, so it's a dead skin. Hardball UK says, howdy Kat and Erika, well done with the new launch, makes this fun again.
Good to hear.
Good to hear. Not worth the effort. Hey Erika, can we ever hope to see a Crusader based on Canada's greatest pop star to date? I'm referring, of course, to the one and only Robin Sparkles from How I Met Your Mother. Let's go to the mall, eh? I guess she's female, but she's also human. But could make her magic girl. So she wouldn't exactly be human? I don't know.
I never watched that show, so it all just went over my head.
Well, I mean, I watched the entire run, and then I realized, oh my gosh, that was just that generation's friends, and I felt bad. But yeah, I don't know if we'll see one based on Robin Sparkles.
Maybe as part of, multiple references. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because, Robin Sparkles is a pretty magical girl name.
Conqueror Shinko, what will the Ruby version cost weekly and how many chests will it have? As the blog says, you can buy up to 2 chests a week from the Ruby store, and they will be 350 rubies each, if I'm remembering my document. Slab McLaritude says, just FYI, it seems that everything is auto-claiming, but it isn't a huge deal. The Clock Tower season buff thing is great design. It stops people from hoarding idle buffs with incomplete information. Huh. Green Samurai 23, so is it safe to open my jeweled chest stash now? Yeah. It's been safe for a couple weeks. That design got changed pretty quickly. Hoftity, being able to sort Crusaders and missions by those with the level 2 enchantments or higher would be cool. Also, like, you want to see the room powers sorted into the mission system as well. I guess
Since there's some runes that affect missions, that makes sense.
Yeah, could be possible. That would probably have to go in, like, with the mission screen overhaul. Aaron Benz, thank you for making the second season more playable than the first one. Oh, cool. Slavic Lartude, for the 5th Crusader runes, should we expect ability buffs similar to weekend buff type behavior or something new? It'll likely end up being buffing existing effects on a Crusader, just because Kevin was concerned about overwhelming the players, and the code itself, with adding a new special effect for every Crusader for the 5th slot. So yeah, it'll be similar to the weekend buffs, except it won't just be bland, hey, this is extra DPS kind of deal. It'll be custom to them and what they have power to do. Billcac 210. So Erika, you teased that the next Crusader will be avian and liked bugs. A quick search told me that scarabs are associated to Ra. Could the next Crusader be based on Ra? Well, Kat's teasing it right now. It ain't no Ra I've ever seen. Spinal, hello, Erika and Kat. Do you guys going to put new achievements at Steam? Do you guys going to rework the chat or put a new friend system that I can add friends inside the game to see at Steam? Thank you so much. Keep up the good work. We add new Steam achievements when we add a new permanent campaign, because the Steam achievements are only for the tier 1 objectives for the permanent campaign stuff. So if we ever do a new campaign, again, when we do a new campaign, there will be new Steam achievements. We would like to rework the chat so it doesn't crash as often on you guys, which will be something that's on the list when we're looking at the launcher for Codename Games, but we won't make it so you can add friends through the chat through Steam, because that would be awkward. I don't know. I'm not sure how that would work. So, and it seems a lower priority because you don't really need friends on Steam to play the game, unless you're just curious about their achievements and they have their profile set to private. But then you can ask them if you can friend them outside Steam, outside the game. Green Samurai 23, love the Gloria skin, Cat. The squirrel skull is a nice touch.
I will pass on the good words to co-worker and fellow artist Alexis, who came in and helped out doing the skins for seasons. She is usually Idle Champions artist, because I know a bunch of people play both games. She's great.
Billcac 210. Oh yeah, someone on the Discord was wondering if the Agent 79 skin will be at some point available in the skin shop. Since it's a dungeon reward, it'll be available in the Dungeon Depot after Season 2 is over. Full Chain 109, not qualified for dungeons yet. What is From the Ashes? From the Ashes is the Tier 3 11th objective on Mischief at Mugworts. Yes. Yeah. So it's the one where Fire Phoenix does DPS and there's 2 annoying escorts. So I need to have done all the Tier 3 objectives up to that. Leptimus, we could have a sparkly robin bird for a Robin Sparkles Crusader.
Not wrong.
Not wrong. Oh, cool. It looks like Tin Dragon run the first raffle of the stream.
Oh, nice. Congrats.
Yeah, and there will be another raffle in a little bit So, Aaron Ben says, please make event missions harder. Yeah, that's the direction we're aiming, trying to make things harder. Fly by Moon, so I've been sitting here on my garage full of jeweled chests for nothing. Well, they do have legendary catalysts in them, so it's not nothing. But yeah, the runes did not end up being associated with jeweled chests in any way. Sarah Lee, I'm not sure this question hasn't been already asked, but any chance we can buy rune chests with catalysts? The catalysts have their own function in the rune system with unlocking the Crusader slots and leveling up the runes, so we're not going to be offering runic chests for catalysts. SOTF. So is the new Crusader going to be based off the Dark Crystal? At least
Definitely visually inspired by.
Yes.
I love that movie. I haven't watched the Netflix series yet, but I do want to. I actually have a Skeksis figurine on top of the bookcase that's behind me. So.
Yeah. Jorky6, for the runes that have a chance to double mission rewards, does that also work on the rune chest missions? Yes, the double mission reward runes work on all the missions. But you still only get one copy of the Crusader from a Recruit Crusader mission, obviously. Yeah, Zerbaru, normal mission gets me 5 EP and 350% from a rune means everyone gets 15 to 17 EP. So 350% would be a 4.5 multiplier, so that would be closer to 22 EP, I think. Full Chain 109 says that coloring sheet's going to be fun to paint in, Kat.
It won't be coming immediately. Again, other things have to catch up with first, but we'll try not to forget about it.
Gragatrim, some people that bought some rune chests are seeing E300 plus DPS from the runes. Is that intended? Well, which runes are they equipping? Because there is the self DPS and the group DPS, and if you've got runes on all your Crusaders in the formation, all of those global DPS runes will multiply together, so it could give them a huge chunk of DPS. Depending on how many chests they bought. Like, how crazy did they get? Did they do level 15 runes already? Next in, hi Erika and Kat, bit of a legacy question, but the level 3 talent speedrunner, which decreases mission time by 10%, level caused a problem that long good missions showed up less. The original version of speedrunner, which is now the Impatience talent, which gives you more frequent short gold and EP missions. But the new speedrunner talent shouldn't be giving you less good long missions. It just decreases the time now. Not worth the effort. Did Alexis also make the Agent 79 skin? Yes, she did.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy LJ, the current math for rune level scaling looks suspiciously strong. Each level of gold bonus gives 20 times more global DPS 40 times. Is that by design or just a bug? It's supposed to start at 20% and double each rune level, and the global DPS is supposed to start at 40% and double each level, so that's probably a bug if it's going actually just 40 instead of 40%. Lex Plays, new update looks hype. Yeah, it's a fun, huge update. Not worth the effort. Nobody tell Kat the Netflix series for Dark Crystal was cancelled.
Oh, I know. There's still the first season.
Yeah,
you know?
it's still worth watching even if it's cancelled.
Yeah, and like I'm a artist snob. Even if like the story wasn't great, I just want to look at the awesome puppets and sets and stuff.
SOTF says they actually saw some vultures about an hour ago on their way home from lunch. Strange for the area.
Neat.
Neat. Snow, the 10 epic recipe reward from the dungeons, can you use that one at a time or all at once? When you claim it, it'll just give you 10 recipes. So if you are only missing one, then it'll only give you one. So you probably want to wait until you need some epic recipes. SOTF figured it was either Dark Crystal in appearance or you've been watching the new DuckTales.
I have not. I follow some of the animators on Twitter. You know, it looks like it's good, but I was never a DuckTales person.
Mm-hmm. Fly by Moon. If it's good in Netflix, it gets cancelled.
Yeah.
They're just trying to hook everybody with new stuff, right? And it's like, oh, why do we drop a new season for people to binge when we can have them drop a new series to binge?
Yeah, I've heard that too. I didn't completely understand the logic, but, you know.
Yeah. Jay says, Kat's art is always great, but I think this is my personal fave of all the ones I've seen so far while modding.
Thanks, Jay. I am also a big fan. Halloween is my time.
Yeah. Sarah Lee says, currently playing with the runes. I'm already in love with the system. Cool. Yeah, Tin Dragon's also saying the scaling on the runes might not be correct. So Kevin will be addressing that. Slabbing Lartude, what will happen when someone who owns all the recipes in the game gets the 10 epic recipe reward from the dungeons? Nothing. So you probably want to have a couple of event crusaders who need epic recipes before you claim that reward. Rabib, how exactly do we apply the runes we get from the chest? So you want to go to the inventory tab, which is where you see the talent button and the chest opening button. There's a new runes button. And so you open that, you select the crusader you want. It defaults to crusaders in formation as the filter, but you can change that to see all crusaders. And then you look through the crusaders, you browse it, you open the slot. The first slot is free. It's your choice. You can buy the slots in any order. And then if you have a matching rune, you can put it in that slot and it activates their power. Yeah, pretty easy, I think. It's drag and drop. Kevin was worried players might not figure out it's drag and drop because we don't call that out anywhere, but hopefully once you try doing stuff, it's a little obvious that it's drag and drop.
I did see one note on Reddit that the drag and drop wasn't working because they had their scaling set differently, or like their window size weird.
Oh,
like that.
That'll be fun to try and fix. Yeah, it definitely works at 100% scaling, but yeah, we'll have to check for the players on Steam who use the sizing, smaller, bigger. I really wouldn't think it would work in full screen. Full screen's just not right. Full Chain 109. Cool Skeksis vibes from the Dark Crystal.
Thank you. I don't mind wearing my my influences on my sleeve sometimes.
Yeah. Hardball UK, sorry if this is asked before. Will the runes carry over once season 2 is over? The rune system is an entirely new system, separate from the dungeons, aside from the fact that we wanted to make the dungeons cooler and reward the runes, and it didn't really make sense to have them go out separately, because you'll be like, what's these runes I got from the season? If we'd done the season earlier than the rune system itself. But yeah, there will probably still be runes as rewards from Season 3, but yeah, no, the rune system entirely separate and sticking around. It's permanent. It's not gated. Even new players can use it if they're having trouble finding epic or legendary gear on their Crusaders. So it's all around good times. Rusty Knight, the new Crusader teaser that Kat is drawing, looks fantastic.
Thank you.
Janora Fire says, Netflix tends to cancel any series that isn't bringing in new viewers anymore, no matter how popular it is. Yeah.
Right, that's the thing. It seems really stupid, but I guess that's their main goal is acquisition.
Yeah. Well, like, yeah, once you have subscribers, you'd think you'd want them to stay subscribed. But
What's the point of acquisition if you, like, lose 20,000 or I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. It's well, at least they're not sending you DVDs in the mail anymore, so. Jordan says the new character looks great.
Thank you.
Not worth the effort. So is the new Crusader half of a greater being to be revealed later?
No.
No?
Probably not.
Looks like Xlade joined and subscribed, so thank you for subscribing to the channel. And they asked what the raffle was. Yeah, we've got raffles on the stream, at least today. So watch for Jay to start that on the CNE Games account. You just type the keyword into chat, and the lucky winner gets 5 runic chests for winning the raffle. The Templar one. When are we able to purchase the runic chests in the Ruby store? That is the goal for later this afternoon or tomorrow morning. Prof. Sergio, I just got my first runes and can't get them to place on the Crusaders. Can someone explain to me how it is done? You gotta unlock the slot for free on a Crusader and then drag and drop the runes onto the holes that you want them to be.
And if you have your scaling set weird for your window, it might be finicky, so reset that back to default.
Yeah, Kevin says the scaling is a bug, and that'll be fixed shortly. AWD Bon, how do you actually merge the runes? When I pick up a rune, I have 2 of the merge, gets a white border, but dropping there seems to do nothing. It should prompt you if you want to merge. I think it prompts you. Would you like to get a level X rune out of that? And then it'll take the runes and generate the level rune. You can also merge runes by dragging a rune onto an occupied spot on a Crusader, and that'll also ask you if you want to merge those 2 runes together. Slab McLargehuge, not going to be possible to time claiming rewards since everything is auto-claiming, but I guess that'll be bug fixed. Kevin isn't having anything other than the season buffs, which, like, the first few rewards are season buffs, auto-claiming, but if you're still experiencing that, then please put in a ticket and we can look at your account. Green Samurai, is there a slot chosen for the new Crusader? I don't remember. I was planning the Halloween event like last Monday, so it's a long time ago. I don't remember right now. Sorry. Zerberu, the rune GUI looks very nice, like the Vitruvian design.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, that turned out really cool. And the way it lights up when you slot runes, like, I wasn't even expecting that, and it just happened, and it's like, woof.
want it to be fancy and satisfying.
Seven, is the scaling ever going to be redone so it doesn't get stuck with showing only half the window after you go back to non-full screen? I mean, we can take a look at exiting full screen. But not a high priority. Since most players don't use full screen. Leptimus, can we upgrade the already equipped runes? Yeah, you can drag the same level and shape rune onto the already equipped runes and upgrade them there. Not worth the effort. I wonder if in a thematic twist of fate, Sarah the Collector's 5th rune would increase bonus boss idol drops. Well, she doesn't actually have any abilities that affect bonus boss idol drops. So that probably wouldn't be one of her upgrades. Tin Dragon, while we're talking about scaling, is the max level rune supposed to be 250 Crusader levels per rune, so plus 1,000 levels from a level 4 rune. Yeah, that is the current scaling. Let me double check. Yeah, that's the current scaling. So level 4 rune is 1,000 levels. CO4 Carnage, will the new Crusader be a DPS? The Thanksgiving... got ahead of myself. The Emo's new Moon Crusader is a support. The Thanksgiving Crusader is the DPS Crusader. SOTF, the Undead Vulture Plague Doctor.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Green Samurai says, once you start raffles on a stream, you can't stop. No, I think we can stop. This is just a special occasion, right? It's the dungeon launch, it's the rune system launch. If the raffles weren't popular, then... Oh, I didn't ask Jay to check how many entries we got. I mean, we'll consider keeping up the raffles, but no promises. Mr. Pandino, hi there. I'm just here for a short while because I'm at work right now. I just wanted to know if everything is fine with you, Erika and Kat, and your health is all right. Take care. Warm regards.
No, I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, we're doing well. Although I really think I should get to a dentist at some point. Just curiosity.
Yeah, I had some teeth stuff earlier this month, but it's all better now. I'm so relieved.
Yeah. Sword Monster, I like the 400% plus monster spawn speed buff. It makes everything run faster than Sonic. Yeah, no, it's a fun one. Kedgear, hello, I'm one of the older players that chose to hoard rubies forever, so I have 100k at the moment. Is there really no way for me to spend these on rune chests faster? Yeah, no way. We want it to be fair. It's like, if we scaled everything to the players who hoarded rubies, then that's really not fair to all the other players who haven't hoarded rubies. So, yeah, we're just going with what we're going with for the runic chest purchases from the Ruby store. Snow, any plans for adding a golden epic bonus to runic chest purchases? It's not a gear chest, it's runes. So we don't currently plan on having a bonus for buying runic chests. I'm not sure what would make sense as a bonus anyway. Zerbru, I'm not good with the dungeons at the moment, but I think the runes will boost me a bit. It's nice to see new stuff in the game, makes it exciting to keep playing. Yeah, no. It was long overdue for a new system, which... Wapumat. Is the runic chest mission occupying the jeweled chest mission slot? No, there's the separate runic chest mission slot, and there's the all-new solvent mission slot. So those won't interfere with your normal jeweled chest missions. SOTF, why does Biff only have one rune slot possible? Typo, 2 out of 157 ain't bad. If you reload the game, he now has all 4. Cassius, while we're guessing rune powers, hopefully Penny's unique rune boosts her collection speed, at least to bring it even to 3 Taskmaster speed. Yeah, I don't think we would buff Penny's collection speed because you obviously have Taskmasters, so there's nothing like that would help new players, but new players can get Taskmasters quick too because we offer so many from so many different places. Yeah, we'll see what we do when we come to Penny. Green Samurai, I love that you've combined all the dungeon rewards into a season-long buff compilation. Nicely done. Yeah, the season-long buff thing was good advice from our fellow coworkers. Not worth the effort. Any teasers on what Anna's 5th rune might do? Unlikely to buff her chest drop ability. I can tease that much. Rusty Knight. We could give a golden rune out with the rune chest purchases, but that would still only be on your first purchase, like normal golden epics, so... that would still only be a one-time bonus. Gregatrim, is there something in the code that only shows a $70 option for chests for some players but not others? Seems like players that have spent money can see it, but those that haven't can't. Yeah, you need to have spent at least $50 on purchases to get the 64 chest option to show up. It was like, well, you've spent that much money already, maybe you want a even cheaper chest price. When we were implementing the store. And we didn't want to scare people right away with the, hey, you can buy this many chests for super lots of money.
Yeah, I find that whenever I start like a new phone game and look at the store and there's like $150 packs and it's like, you guys are insane.
Yeah, no. Walk into a game, oh, you want $150 after me doing the tutorial? I don't know yet.
Yeah.
Hardball UK, like what you have done with the upgrades. Oh, cool. Lexi, which scaling is Kevin fixing? He's fixing the scaling on the runes being too powerful. They are now normal scaling if you reload the game. SOTF, any chance of adding some runes to the silver chests? No, the rune drop rate is going to be from the in-game stores and the seasons, and if you want to support the game by making purchases, that's how you can get some runes quicker. But yeah, silver chests with runes, that would be too many runes. Slavic Lartuge, Biff and Warwick are jealous of everyone else having 4 runes when they only have 1. Yeah, no, it's all fixed now. Hoff Diddy, how about different rewards for spending more than $20 on chests? The rewards past Empowered Crusading are not that great for that much money. Well, you're spending money on the chests, and the bonus is just a bonus. But we have thought that maybe we would revamp them in the future, but it's just like, what else do we give out? And Chaos Duke won the giveaway.
Congrats!
For the 5 runic chests. Congratulations. Zerbrew just started the game now to the rune for Biff, but I got an error. Primary game file did not load. Maybe the push was still going out. It does take about 10 minutes to deploy the game. And you can't load the game while we're deploying, so maybe. It was just the end of the push, but if we get floods of tickets saying we can't load the game, then something else broke.
It's always something.
Yeah. Dids999, what happened with the rubies? Aren't supposed to be able to buy runes with it. The runic chests for rubies will be available either later this afternoon or tomorrow morning. Lexi Ree, have you thought about giving out the bonuses for all the lower purchases? So when you buy the huge chest pack, you also get the other 4 buffs. I mean, that could be something we do. Same answer for Hoff Diddy. Sword Monster, yeah, runes and silver chests is a big no-no. I mean, I'm at more than 300 silvers. Yeah, no. Players have too many normal chests, which is why we ended up going with the runic chest method of handing out runes. So, list of topics. Both raffles for the day are done. We'll think about doing them more in the future. The Clock Tower in Runes code gives you 1 runic chest if you redeem it in Crusaders, not Champions. Season 2 is here, finally. And the rune system is here. Yes, we've covered that. Covered the coloring sheet stuff. Emo's New Moon is debuting next Thursday with a support with Kat's crazy new Avian Crusader. Is very cool.
Thank you.
The weekend promo, yes. It kind of made sense when we kept the New Moon event, but it's a weekend promo. It's the Magic Shoes weekend with buffs to Jack-O-Lantern, Wendy the Witch, Henry the Scaredy Ghoul, Fredotron 4000, and Trixie, with golden epic shoes for Trixie. Not worth the effort. Is it safe to assume the new Crusader will have an undead tag?
It's possible. There's some ideas floating around in the dock that I've been brewing up, but we haven't finalized a bunch of stuff yet.
Yeah. But yeah, it's possible. Because we just did the demon, but it's a different kind of demon.
Mm-hmm.
Belcac210, Erika, what do you use dungeon vouchers for? So you'll note in the Dungeon Depot there should be a rotating weekend chest. Or, well, random chest. The dungeon vouchers allow you to buy that, which was easier than just giving you 10 random chests that might help you gear up Crusaders. It's like, yeah, so now you can choose when you see one you like in the Dungeon Depot. You can spend your dungeon voucher on that.
Yeah, in general, more choice is good, I would think.
Yeah. So, and yeah, more choice and easier to implement to get it out yesterday. Fly by Moon. Can we get a bird skin for Pilot Pam? You could call it the Avinator.
I hate that name, but I like birds, so maybe. It's fine. I don't see the names of most of the things. It's Kevin that does that.
Yeah. Zerabaru, everything is fine now. The game is working nicely again, just to let you know. Cool. Ted, I don't want to open silver chests for runes. I've got 900,000 chests right now, going for 1 million. Well, if you ever do open that, that'll be, wow.
It's good to have a goal.
Yeah? Bungo Bunt says, looks like you can get a max of 6 dungeon vouchers. from dungeon leveling. Oh yeah, no, it's 6 dungeon vouchers. Okay. Yeah, it's just from the season tracks for vouchers. Cassius, the new Crusader, is a vulture, so undead, evil, or both.
Kind of.
Yeah, kind of. We'll see.
Yeah. Beyond the visuals, they are a scavenger is also very vulture-like.
Mm-hmm.
But, they're a merchant of sorts, and they have trinkets and potions and questionable items.
Slab McLartude, just curious for season 2, when you were designing for level 21, the skins being the goal level for the average player with other stretch rewards beyond that, with dungeon points changing to only 2750 for area 14,000. They are harder to accrue, makes the points bonus actually attractive, interesting design balance. Yeah, level 21 with the skins is achievable in the season. Obviously, if you're going for the level 40 material rewards, you definitely need to chase the points bonus basically most of your runs in the week, but you still have room to get in a few idle runs. But yeah, that's if you want the common materials. Maybe you just want idols from your season, but you still have to reach level 25 in the season to get the achievement for completing season 2. Level 21 is just where the good stuff is, which is the skins. Cassius says bird pilot Pam equals parrot Pam.
Yeah, I mean, we have a parrot already.
We do have a parrot, but there are other types of parrots. But yeah, that's a cute little pun on pilot.
Mm-hmm.
Fire please, can we have a tease for the Emo's new moon skin? We have been teasing that it's for Victor.
Mm-hmm.
Did we tease? We said animal, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it said animal last week.
Yeah. Animal Victor. Zerbrew, if I don't proceed far enough in the dungeon, will Gloria's skin be available in the dungeon store? Yes, that will also be available in the dungeon store if you don't get to it. Sage You Fallen is a revamp for gold missions anywhere on the list. Rune slots dedicated to gold mission bonuses seemed a bit funny, given how unloved those missions are. Well, it ups the gold a bit, and you do need mission completions for a couple Crusader powers, so it just makes those gold missions a little more attractive, but revamping them better is on the list as well for when we get to the missions system. That other guy, are the week-long idle buffs additive if more than one is used at the same time? So if you have the challenge one and the dungeon depot one, those are actually multiplicative. But if you buy multiple copies, that just extends the timer on the buff. So instead of just being 1 week, if you bought 2 copies of the challenge store buff, that would make it 2 weeks. But yeah, the idle buffs are multiplicative. So you have challenge, you have dungeon, you have empowered crusading, you have the season buff. It's big money. Not worth the effort. Questionable items, like items with question marks on them.
Mayhaps.
That would make it a questionable item.
Mm-hmm. Little Mario question mark blocks.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Who knows where they came from? Woo.
Sebin, make Pilot Pam a dog and call her the Pomeranian.
I don't know what this focus is on Pam puns.
Pam puns?
But it displeases me.
Well, we've done Bruno from Pool Party, but I guess the next popular Crusader from Pool Party is Jiao Long, so it would probably end up being a Jiao Long skin for Princess Pool Party, right? And not Pilot Pam.
Probably. That's too far to think about right now.
It's January. It's in 2 months.
No.
Okay, too far to think about.
What is time?
Aaron Benz, any idea how to make objectives more challenging for Tier 6? Well, you do need to have completed To Infinity and Beyond and Bullet Hell to complete all Tier 6 events. So there's that. Or do you mean the base Tier 6 objectives? Because we've only done Tier 5 objectives on World's Wake and Descent into Darkness so far, and we aren't anywhere close to getting to Tier 6 on the permanent campaigns. Cassius says Gloria's skin is dungeon. Yeah, the Gloria's undead skin is the free reward for reaching level 21 in the dungeons. Because it has a tag change, and Agent 79's new skin is in the paid pass, and it doesn't have a tag change because it's paid. Slab McLartude, we apologize, Kat. We'll try not to spam the puns. Oh. Laptimus says, hey, 2020 is over in 2 months. And Flyby Moon, I can't believe this year is actually going to end. Yeah. Twitch Pal Player, another great stream. Have a great weekend. See you next time. Bye. Thanks for coming out. Cisco, what should I do with my 87 small queue idols? New talents. New talents are next on my list now that Season 2 and the rune system are out. Well, along with getting out all the 5th slot powers for the runes for Crusaders. And then the total levels per Crusader. So, yeah. Total rune levels per Crusader. Bonus as well. That is also on the to-do list. Once we have 5th slots starting. SOTF, hopefully 2021 doesn't pull a hold my beer on us. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully. Vingummy says, great update, can't wait for talents. Cool. So yeah, weekend buff, magic shoes, buff to Trixie, and some other Halloween Crusaders, and Trixie's golden epic shoes. No, we can do Green Samurai. 5th slots will take a while. We have a few Crusaders. Will talents have to wait then? Well, the 5th slots we'll do in batches, so we can do a batch of 5th slots and talents pretty easily. It's just testing all the individual effects once we come up with the 5th slot powers for all the Crusaders, which we'll do in batches. Batches are fine. So, wow, it's 11 o'clock.
No, I'm having so much fun with this one.
And it looks like you tried to do it on the coloring sheet page, but it's only blue lines right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's on the coloring sheet page. Someday, hopefully soonish, I could ink it and probably simplify some stuff. But yeah, there's the teaser.
Right, yeah. SOTF, you know we ought to have a Kaiju Crusader, just a large monster foot that comes from the top of the screen to the slot a lot.
No, that would get in the way of so many things. It's a very cute idea, but it would have to, like, fade off into transparency or something.
Yeah, so you can click stuff behind it.
Mm-hmm. Or, like, it's only ever allowed on the farthest formation spot, which I don't think would be any fun for people.
Well, we could build powers around it, but yeah. Yeah, so that's, wow, been the stream for today, Thursday, October 22nd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you to the community for joining us. Thank you to Jay for modding and collecting your questions and running the raffles. Ooh. The Taskmaster coloring sheet's running until Monday. You guys have the gold buff from the other coloring sheet to claim by next Friday. And yeah, Dungeons and Seasons, finally. Woohoo! I mean, yes. And runes, yes. All finally. So yeah, I've been Erika, that's been Kat, and we'll see you next week. Have a good weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye.